you've got yourself something funky.
And tonight is about to get really, really, really funky because it's something that's never been done before. But before we go there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fiddle with my biddly bits, which is somewhere over here. I know they're here somewhere. Oh, there we go. We've gotten the right place. I'm going to bring up a little ticker tape there because it's still running. So that there offers go until tonight, until the 31st of October. And, well, read the offer, do as it says, and go and put your order in. Before we go any further, I want to fiddle around with more bits and bobs. There we go, I'm back on the comments. Right, so what we've got is we're going to do something a little bit insane tonight with Stewart Tarnas. He's going to go for a record with Hurtberries. If anybody's know Hurtberries, most that's ever been done is 7 so far as we know. If you've done more, hit them up. Before we go into that, we've got the mother of dragons. Ba-ba-boo!
Woo! Good evening, Yaki Dar, everybody.
Yaki Dar.
Yaki Dar.
And she's going to give this person down below a load of quick-fire questions to find out exactly what makes the Terminator tick.
Yeah, because obviously we've seen Stewart Tarnas, in the group for the past, I don't know, about 18 months or so. So we've had Stewart within the group, I think, for about 18 months or something like that. We've seen him do some crazy things, lots of challenges, lots of pod eating. But what we want to know is, who is Stewart Tarnas then? Tell us, who are you? Who are you?
Just a regular guy like Chilli.
So whereabouts in the country are you then, Stewart?
Coventry, West Midlands.
Ah, right, okay. Right, so you're right in the middle of everyone there.
Yeah, literally bang centre of England.
So where has your journey started with Chilli's then? How long has this been going on? Is it a recent thing? Is it something that you've always done? Tell us a bit more about your Chilli journey.
I would eat curries at a young age. I mean, my mum would always make curries, so I was always having hot food from time to time. But I just started buying chilli sauce one day when I was a bit older and chucking it all over my food. And then when I started watching Johnny Scoville, that's when it escalated, really, when I was testing myself with the chilli sauce, putting loads on my food. And then while I was watching Johnny Scoville, I noticed League of Fire had a website. I mean, I didn't have a clue who they were at that time. And it weren't until I joined Nuke that I started doing the challenges. And that's when I realised then what League of Fire was. And it just exploded from there, really.
So you pretty much always had, you've had a high tolerance then for chilies and for hot stuff for quite some time then.
Yeah, I mean, I'd test myself just chucking hot sauce on my food and seeing how much I could handle. And then I found the world of Chilli-heads, like Nuke, for example. Yeah.
So when did you first start eating chili pods then? Because obviously, going from sauce to eating the actual pods, it's a really different thing that when you have the sauce, when it's in food, it's obviously really diluted down, the capsaicin, the heat and stuff like that. So having, eating pods is just a completely different thing. It's just intense and it's there immediately. So when did you start eating the pods?
Oh, it really is different. Before I joined Nuke, probably about a year ago before then, I went to it was like a small chili festival in Coventry, and they held a small chili competition. It wasn't a proper competition. There was only like about 2 or 3 people that did it. But I entered that, and I actually won that. I won 2 years on the trot.
Wow, didn't know that before. But of course, you took part in the Time Burner chili eating competition just a few weeks back, which we were all watching, and we saw the build up, with all the pods that you were eating, and then obviously to see you sitting down and and competing, against all of these others. There was obviously some nukes there as well, but by God, you blew everyone away that day. It was absolutely awesome. So, well, I've got to say, well done, because it was so impressive. It was so impressive. Again, it just makes me really gutted that I couldn't be there, to watch and support you. But I even if I'd entered myself, I don't think I would have had a hope in hell of beating you. There was no stopping you. Do you think you could have gone on further had there been more pods there?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I no
comfortable
doubt
after finishing the competition.
it was amazing. I mean, what do your friends and your family think of you and Chili's? Do they think you're as mad as probably my
Yeah,
family
they think I'm
friends think?
bonkers. They think I'm absolutely bonkers.
I know
They don't really get it, and no, I really like eating chili, so
yeah,
mm,
cool.
it's a good feel good factor, isn't it? And a lot of
Yeah.
people that don't do it don't realise that and just don't understand.
It's
Really.
good that you get off it as well, and I think is that you sit there and you want to see how far you can push yourself. You want to see how hot can I take. You know, what's the hottest thing that I can take, and I think it just goes from there really as well. I mean, yeah, we're in a mad world, but yeah, it's a good mad world at the end of the day.
Oh,
So it was last week that you did the Reapers. So that was it 51 or 52 Reapers that you did there?
yeah, I believe 52.
Yeah,
Tony said 52. I'm
and
not too sure if it was 51, 52, or 56.
that, you know, when you bossed all of those, it just looked as though you were just eating a packet of sweets. There just didn't seem to be any, there was no phase in you at all. It was, again, absolutely awesome to watch. But
A lot afterwards.
yeah, so today we're going to go for Hurtberries. So this is going to be an interesting one because we don't believe that there's been any more than 7 eaten consecutively. But and no doubt if anyone has eaten more than 7 of them, then we'll find out. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting. But if you can do the Reapers, then I've absolutely no doubt in my mind that you'll find us a walk in the park as well, though. So let's have a look at these chilies that you've got here, because I believe that I have the same as well. So we're talking about these little babies here.
Yeah.
This is a Hurtberry. They're interesting. So I've got another few here. Not that I'm joining Stewart this evening, because no, I'll leave that one to you this evening. But no, they're a really interesting one. I remember, I think Stephen Dixon put these in our online chili eating competition last year, but they were a lot smaller, and I didn't actually get to eat mine last year as well. But they look a lot bigger than the ones that we were eating online last year. Definitely. So yeah, so let me just remind everyone, I believe that you have these chilies were grown from Pembrokeshire Chili Farm down in West Wales, if memory serves me right.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, so Owen and Michelle, I'm not sure, well, you guys are probably all aware that every now and again we'll see photos of some pods. Now, Owen and Michelle have got a fantastic setup down in West Wales. They have their own, not their own, it's like a mini climate that they have down in West Wales, which is why they can grow so well. And they have quite a few polytunnels on their site, and there's a shop that they have alongside the polytunnels as well. So if you're ever down in West Wales, they're down in Neyland, which is just past Carmarthen. But please, if you get the chance, just go and see them. The setup down there is amazing, and they're having a bumper year for the pods there as well. So if you're after fresh pods, that's definitely the place to go. But they are absolutely great looking pods, though, to be fair. Look at that.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, I've awesome looking pods in this bag.
So what have you got there? Have you got a box, or have you got a bag full?
It was a box, but I've actually put them in bags.
Oh God. I wouldn't know how to do them. I don't think it really matters. Wow. So what are we doing then? Are we going to time you to do this, or is it just literally just how many chilies that you can eat?
It's pretty much how many chilies I can eat, but you can time it as well, and you know how long I've gone forth and how quick I've eaten them.
If possible, if we can get Tony back, because the screen on my phone just glares off the screen of the iPad at the moment. So maybe Mr. Ferguson could time it for us as well.
Yeah,
I can time that.
Just get some rice pudding down before I do them.
Get
some more prep into your stomach first, and we'll sit and chat.
Yeah. So give us a bit of information. How have you prepped for this today, then, Stuart?
I've had some cereal for breakfast, then lunch I had some pancakes, and then it was creamy leek and potatoes.
Cool. Is that what you would normally do to help line your stomach before eating stupendously hot stuff?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What would you do afterwards then to help, with the heat in your stomach? What would you do after?
I can eat anything really, but most of the time I'd have cereal. But then I could have rice pudding, jam sandwiches.
Not a pint of milk, boy. A chocolate
I'll
milk.
go through quite a lot of milk afterwards. Yeah.
Cool.
That's more if I'm just bringing it up.
As I say, if we will go whenever you're ready, but if you want to just make sure that you do like that.
He needs to eat, which means we need to ask him less questions because he's going to pack his belly out with a little bit of rice pudding ready for these pods to land on.
No, absolutely. I find that rice pudding is a great line for the stomach, but anything stodgy really, will usually do the trick. And obviously with this amount of pods as well, you do need something in his stomach.
Well, I don't eat pods anymore. My days of that are well over and gone. But when they were there, gold top milk and rice pudding was the two go-tos that would always rescue me.
With creamy milk, ooh.
Gold top milk, you just...
I see. I'm not into milk.
I'm not. I shouldn't have milk, but gold top milk and bran flakes. When your belly's on fire and there's nothing you can do, gold top milk and bran flakes used to.
I generally try to get some milk down my neck, although I'm not a massive fan of it. Antacid tablets and a bit of Gaviscon, I find. Nothing helps if I'm truthful, but
No, that was perfectly truthful because nothing really does help.
No, absolutely not. So I can see that Stuart's got his weighing scales there at the moment. So I think Stuart's going to weigh out the pods. So Stuart, is this going to be with the stalks or without the stalks?
It was going to have the stalks on, but I'm going to weigh the stalks afterwards.
What I'll do is I'll scribble the figures down so we know what we're starting off with, and then we'll see what we've got at the end. Oh, that is a fair amount of pods there, mate.
That's insane.
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
My God. I couldn't even imagine doing this in my worst nightmare. Oh my Lord.
Can't see who that was, but they've just put it in perfect. Nothing really helps, only delays.
Jeremy Summers said that. I should really be.
Jeremy.
I've actually got my phone at the side of me as well, so I should actually be reading some of these comments. So I'll read you out some comments as we're going through as well, Stu.
Can you see the weight there? Can you?
Although Martin Fogg says, may they go down cool and come out colder. Amen.
Thank you.
And Martin Fogg, Martin Fogg's a great bloke. He only joined us back just over 12 months ago as well. After I think he was spotted at some chili eating competitions, and he's a beast as well.
He's an absolute monster. We actually call him One Bite Foggy.
Oh, that was after the wasn't?
Yeah,
he does the pods hole, but I think it was the crunchy that
crunchies, yeah,
and it was gone.
The speed that guy can eat them crunchies was unreal. It was like, what?
I don't know if you've heard me, but that's 967 grams there.
967 grams.
My God, that's the best part of 1 kilo. That is insane. God. Right. Okay. So
I can actually put a few more pods in there to make it a kilo.
Oh,
it'd only take one more, it would be a kilo.
You see, if it wasn't for Sansa putting the pods on the plate for you the other evening, you probably would have got that to a kilo. God, that's mad. Right.
Right, guys, we're going to need some help tonight because he's going to be eating rather fast. And what we need to do is we need to get a pod count going. So if somebody can keep track of how fast he eats these and a number of pods, we can then get...
I'm going to try and do it at the same time. But obviously, if I'm trying to read some comments out, I'd obviously rather Stu have a bit of support from the guys as well.
I have tried 3 times to count pods as fast as he can eat them. And I'm telling you, you are wasting your time. You will not manage to count them.
We'll do our best.
You'll be that distracted by him while he's eating the pods that you'll lose count.
Oh, these are quite big, some of them. I might have to eat these in 3 bites.
To be, I, you know, something I will actually agree that is quite a big pod there. I mean, that's my finger, and that's how big it is. It's huge. It's half the size of my finger. Good luck anyway, though, Stuart. You've got this, and smash it. But we're ready whenever you are. So, Tony, when you got your timer going?
Timer is ready.
Should we count you down? 3, 2, 1, and then go?
Yep.
Yeah, you can do, yeah. I'm just going to move back to that story.
I'll let Irena give you the countdown.
Righty ho. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Chomp those pods.
Boom.
And it starts. So Kevin Tilly's saying good luck, Stu. Patrick, are they all the same type of pepper? Yes, they are. They are all Hurtberries. These are grown by the guys at Pembrokeshire Chili Farm down in West Wales. And Kevin Tilly's saying that you needed a bigger bowl.
I'm trying to count the chilies. So far, it's 4. 5.
Martin Foggy is saying, go Stuart the Terminator Tarnas.
6.
Doing awesome there. Doing awesome. So whilst Stuart is doing that, I'm just going to give you a bit of information about this chili that he's eating. So it's called the Hurtberry. So this is something it's a crossbreed by UK grower, and he's called Graham Warburton, if anyone knows him. But what he's done is he took a cross of a Reaper and a Jigsaw pepper. So it's a crossbreed of those two particular peppers. What he then did is he then crossed that with a Trinidad Scorpion Moruga UV. Now, a UV, it stands for unknown variant. So it looks like a Moruga, but they're not really sure what the cross was there. So it's a Reaper Jigsaw and then crossed with a Moruga Scorpion UV. And that is how the Hurtberry was born. So just to give you a bit more information about this chili here. So this is what Stu is eating at the moment. Oh, well, he's eating lots of them. So the appearance of it. So it's a bumpy and it's spiky. So the Reaper and the Scorpion bit will give you a little bit of a stinger. So not all of them have got a stinger on it. See that one there, which my daughter's got covered in paint. That one doesn't have much of a tail on it, but some of them they do have quite a spiky tail. So they're mushroom shaped and they ripen from green through to a dark red. They grow to about 1 inch in diameter, and if you are looking to grow these, apparently, by all accounts, they are actually a fast-growing chili as well. So they're one of the faster of the super hots to grow. So definitely one to grow if you like them hot. But these they have an unknown heat on them, so they're not tested. But, do you know, I've been trying to work out how hot they're going to be. I mean, you've got a Reaper, you've got a Fatali Gourmet Jigsaw in there, and you've got the Moruga.
We've just passed chili 20.
Number 20. Oh my God, that's awesome already, and that's in almost 3 minutes. Wow. So yeah, so looking at the heat of this, I mean, a Reaper can go up to 2.2 million Scoville, but I think it averages around about 1.5. And then you've got the Jigsaw, again, it's around about 1.5, but it can go up to 2.2 million. And then the Moruga, again, that goes up to 2 million. So, I don't know, Tony, where do you want to place the heat on these? I mean, I'd love to ask you at the moment, but he's just chomping through these.
I'm too busy counting, that was 25.
This just awesome. Hayley Smith is saying, smash these down, Stu. You're doing absolutely great. And Foggy's saying that they just gave them stomach cramps really quickly. And I don't suppose that's something Stu wants to hear at the moment, though. It's I don't know. I mean, I'd be putting these pods anywhere between sort of like that 1.2 million up to 2 million Scoville. They're hot pods. They really are. I think Tony's concentrating on counting there, bless. Yeah, Kev's saying it's amazing to watch and that you're a machine. Stephen Dixon's even saying, no way are you going to eat all of this. Now, I don't
Pod
know,
30.
Right, just over 4 minutes, Mr. Dixon, and he's done 30 of these pods. I struggle doing one of them. Wow. But you're doing awesome there, Stewart. I'm not even going to ask if you can give any indication of how hot these are. I think that means hot. Would you class them any hotter than a Reaper if you could nod or shake your head?
Sorry?
Would you say that they're of an equivalent heat of a Reaper, hotter or milder?
They're close.
Yeah, because a lot of people do say that they are hotter than a Reaper. But you know, this is an interesting one with the heat because they come from two crosses, and whether they're stable or not at the moment, I couldn't be 100% sure. But yeah, but because the two crosses are there, that Moruga is a cross with something else though. You know, it's going to be interesting to see if they can stable out the heat on these. But they're definitely a hot pod. Definitely.
38.
Wow, 38. Yeah, Jeremy Summers is saying that the Reapers are almost identical to the Primos. You know, I think that they're all sort of bred from the same.
That was 40.
Oh God. I mean, just think that the Reapers that you did, that was 51, 52, or even 53 that you did one after the other there.
And I think these pods are bigger though.
How are you doing there?
Starting to struggle a bit.
I would, yeah. There's false pods there, but you're smashing these down, Stu. Absolutely smashing them. As Katie's saying, you're knocking them back like they're Skittles. Doing great.
You got this, Stu.
Stu Walker has just joined us as well. He said he's sorry that he's late. But Stu, thank you for joining us this evening.
44.
So I think we weighed these out earlier on. What did we say? That they were about 10 grams each? So that will give you an indication as to how many pods should actually be in that bowl.
45.
Can you pass the scales for me, please?
Slow down if you need to, dude.
If you need to take a breather, just take a breather on the side there.
46.
I'll just go and wait. That's it, yeah.
46.
Yeah, stop at that.
Stopping at the 46. That's less than 7 minutes and 30. 46 Hurtberries.
That heat
That's
build
amazing.
more than the Reapers.
God, that's amazing.
People do say it comes in a different type of heat as well. It's a prickly heat.
So the flavour that people say about the Hurtberries is that they're
I
floral.
need to get off though, so I'll back on the
I'm
trolley.
going to pop you out and I'll see you in a bit, dude.
Yeah. So they say that these pods are floral, so it just makes them bittery and soapy. 46 pods, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
The strange thing about the Hurtberry is it does seem to, I don't know how he managed to eat as many as he did, because it does seem to kick in quick where some pods are sweet, some pods seem to be acidic, and the Hurtberry seems to be very acidic and hits you straight into the throat.
It's I don't know whether that's because it is still so unstable that it's picking up characteristics of one chili, then it's picking up one from another, until I think that they've got that stabilised, that flavour is going to change with every pod. I don't think it matters if the pods come off the same plant. It's mad. They vary so much.
I think with the Hurtberry, it was a bit of an unholy trinity where they brought in the Moruga Scorpion and crossed it with the Reaper.
It's mad though.
You were asking for trouble with the Hurtberry when you did that, because the Reaper, although it's known as the hottest chili in the world, it's only known as the hottest chili in the world because of where it hit on its larger scale. when you look at the Maruga average is pretty high. You're talking about 1.8 to 2 million on average.
It's mad, and there are plenty of people that are quite scared of this pod as well. So I didn't eat them until this summer doing the chili eating competitions myself. The online one that we did last year, we had a Hurtberry in there, but I didn't get to buy. I bailed on the chili beforehand, but they've been in this year's chili competitions definitely. And you've seen it. They cripple people, absolutely cripple people.
It does attack the stomach pretty bad, and has been known as the end game for many chili competitions. You see that Gary Anderson will tell you himself. He sees the Hurtberry coming, he just says, "No, see you later."
He won't go at all, will he? No.
You know, he's experienced that where it hits you in the stomach, and
yeah. Hope Stuart's okay, but for 46 pods on your belly, though, my God, I can't even begin to imagine what that does to your stomach, though.
Well, I am watching down below to see if he is going to pop back up, but I think he is.
I would imagine that he's in the bathroom at the moment. Bless him.
Oh, he's still around. He is still around.
But... Oh, I'd be buried in the toilet by now. I'd be absolutely buried in there.
It's not the toilet I'd be buried in. It's the coffin about 7 foot under after just doing that.
That's a mad one, definitely. But no, there's plenty of people out there that are scared by this, and I genuinely understand why, because they're hot pods. They are very hot. I'd be interested to see, once this has been tested properly, to see what that heat level is like on them, though.
I would love to see what these average out at. See, that's the thing. The average is where it really matters, because it's okay to get a pod off a plant that is 2.3 million or whatever you want to call it, but it's only one pod on a plant of 50,000.
Yeah.
That's only the maximum. What I like is the average, and the average so far to me, I still say the Maruga holds the record, because the Marugas are pretty.
Yeah. I mean, so we're just going back to just how different they are. I mean, just the sizes of them, just the shape of them. I mean, I've got some chilies. These are all from Pembrokeshire Chili Farm as well. So all of these are due to go into my town, a dried chutney, which is probably going to be done probably middle of this week now, because we've been away on holiday for a few days. But they all differ. Every single one of them differ. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's not the most stable.
No. So it'll be interesting to see what the eventual chili does come out looking like, though. Definitely. But let's hope it's been kind to Stuart's belly at the moment. Is he still floating about in the background there?
No, he seems to have vanished now, so I don't think he's coming back. Well,
oh, maybe he'll come back on later and just let him doing.
He'll definitely do that. He'll be popping back to let us know he's fine and he's okay and dandy.
So
I was hoping he'd.
So Stuart weighs out 967 chilies in that bowl, and he's just done 46 pods. So I think we weighed them out earlier on. I think they came in around about 10 grams each, so 46 times the 10. I can't believe I had to work that one out on the calculator.
I just couldn't believe you used the calculator.
So it's going to be about 460 grams worth of pods there, but that does include the stalks. So once he's taken the stalks off, I'm going to put that at around about, say, 440 odd grams of chili. So that's almost a pound of stupendously hot chilies there. So that'll be almost half the bowl that he weighs out at the beginning. That is just awesome. Absolutely awesome stuff.
But it's a massive jump from 7, because as far as I know, the most anybody's ever eaten is 7.
I couldn't find anything on the internet which said that anyone had done any more than 7.
I think that is the most.
That did 7, one after the other. And now Stuart has just broken the record, and he's done 46 in one sitting. Bless him.
Bless him.
I'd like to see I'd like to see somebody beat that, but no doubt somebody will step up to the mark and have a go at that soon.
I'm pretty sure somebody will, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But what's the Terminator saying? I'll be back.
Oh no, and I have no doubt in my mind he'll have another go at something as daft as that. And yeah, I think maybe with a little bit, when I say a bit more prep, I don't know how much more prep Stu can do, because he's a machine for a reason. He's an absolute machine. It's the rise of the machines.
He munches them like the strawberries.
Oh, absolutely. As Kate said earlier on, she said he was eating them as though they were Skittles.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, before me and Irena pop off, there is a little link that's down there. It's there and it's valid until the 31st of October.
It's tomorrow, not tonight, as she said earlier. So valid until tomorrow night on the website www.bitofapickle.com. Tap in chip 21, so that's chip all in uppercase, then 21, and that'll get you 21% off all your orders, and that's on until midnight tomorrow. So take advantage of it. Includes all gift packs, if I remember right, as well. So not only the individual products, but all the gift packs, you can get 21% off as well.
And there's also an overnight stay in Irena's caravan at 21% off. You've just
Not quite. No, we parked it up for the winter now. We've just had a nice few days up in Malvern, nestled in the hills and stuff. But caravan's been parked up for the winter now.
I tried.
Been parked up for the winter.
Well, with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodnight, Irena, from a bit of a pickle or .com down there.
No
check
star.
them out.
No star.
And I'm going to go and check on Stu because
absolutely. That's fingers crossed that he's doing good in the background there.
He will be, but what he might have a problem with is his little daughter is Sansa, and she's my minion. Yeah. And I've taught her to keep shoving pods at Daddy, and right now is not a good time to keep shoving pods at Daddy. So Sansa, I've got to go and have a word with.
Oh, bless. Well, in that case, I will leave you to Sansa, and thanks for having me on again.
See you later, Irena.
And bye.
Bye. So that was Irena Liegerski from A Bit of a Pickle and Stewart Tarnas, the Terminator. I'm going to get myself off because I'm going to go and check on that guy down there. New Chilli-heads, Lucifer's son. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you in a bit.